Good morning. I am rejuvenated. I am renewed. I am ready to hike. Starting off at Reed's Gap, where I got picked up yesterday by Lee and Michelle. I feel great. Stayed at Stanimals last night in Waynesboro, in that tiny house, I think they're called. Lots of resupply. Where I resupplied to Walmart on food, seemed like all the stuff I usually get was, they only had the bigger boxes for like family packs or whatnot. So what's a man supposed to do? Excuse me. Except eat all that stuff so you could fit all the food in your bear can, or what's left over, I should say. I don't think I'm saying that right. What I'm saying is I had to eat quite a bit of it because it wouldn't all fit in my bear can. So I did that. I had like 5, I think, donut sticks this morning. Had some chips, some combos. Oh yeah. With all the food I ate yesterday as well. But it all fit after I downed some of that. I made it all fit, so I'm stocked and ready to go for the next few days. And feeling great. Got some good sleep last night. Smell better. I showered. Got the laundry done. Got the clothes clean. And man, Lee and Michelle, you guys are awesome. Appreciate all you did. Helping me out on that Nero. And got a lot done. And now it's time to get a lot of miles done. And a lot of mountains in the bag. Beautiful green day. Actually, it thunderstormed last night too. So another benefit for being off the trail last night. Didn't have to get wet or anything. And getting at it today. I don't think it's supposed to rain for the next few days, but you never know. Weather can change. Weather doesn't always read the weather report. But I'm looking forward to today. Humpback Mountain. Some other great views, I'm sure, that they're going to see. And then the Shenandoah, or the Shennies, as I call it here locally. I can't wait to get in that. And we're going to be crushing some miles over the next few days. So hold on to your seats, my friends. Okay, I might be a little sugared up and caffeined up because I have a lot of energy. So you might have to deal with my goofiness for a while. And the trail isn't going to be that bad today. I think it's like 20 miles and only like 2,800 of elevation. Yeah, 2,800. I had 2,800 of elevation yesterday, like in the first 4 miles. So this is going to be a great day. Going to feel good about it. Eat some food. Go to the Shenandoah to start tomorrow. Just loving life. Hope you all having a good day. And here's the first views of the day as it comes out across the Blue Ridge Parkway once again. Beautiful greens and the mountains in the background. Getting more green and more spring and more life every day. Little rocky section here on this small spurt of elevation. There's been a couple of these so far. Nothing bad at all though, just simple steps. Which is good because some of the rocks are a little wet and slick from the rain last night. There's been a couple, like I said, it was, bigger steps and whatnot. That one there was pretty simple. Just stepping over the rocks and picking the right one. Well, not that there is a right one, but the one you want. It's not going to be a bad day at all. Really looking forward to today. Kind of gives the body a little rest, even though getting those miles in. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy or cruisy or anything like that because I don't know. It could be rocks the whole way, which obviously slows it down a little bit. Still can make good time on these type of rocks because, you can walk on them. It's when they're round and small and they're like marbles. That's when you really have to slow down. But as you can see, just a lot of stepping on the rocks on the trail. And then up here, looks like it goes up around some more, but still No scrambling, no huge steps yet. So enjoying this to get the morning going. Definitely gets that elevation there a little quicker when you're doing it this way. Well, you can hear a little water under here. I don't know if it's a spring or something, but yeah, it looks like a little spring. Probably going to be running a little harder today on those because of the rain last night. But all right, continuing on. I have no idea what's up ahead for the trail. I just know Humpback Mountain will be up here in about 5 or 6 miles, I think. And besides that, I really have no idea what's coming until like 19 miles, well, from the beginning. So probably like 16 or 17 by now, the beginning of Shenandoah. So we're going to find out together what today's trail is going to be looking like. Got the mountains here, and then you scan across, and boom. Very flat. That's the Waynesboro Valley, still like 15 miles from Waynesboro. That's where I was last night, but I had to come back to Reed's Gap, and then I'll hike through Waynesboro, in other words, not into the town, but past it into Shenandoah. So this is like Waynesboro up in that area, and you can see mountains in the distance, but and you see some hills in there, but I mean, it's definitely not flat like Ohio and Indiana, or northern Ohio, Indiana, Minnesota, that type of thing, but it's definitely quite a bit flatter here. So I've been hearing the rumors that you go to Shenandoah and there's not much elevation. There's some, and you're obviously going up and down mountains, but it's a lot more cruisier, shall we say, and gradual. So we'll see what that's like, but right now it looks like I'm coming down into a valley before heading up to Humpback Mountain. Over here, the mountains still stay over on this side, so I'm sure I'll be doing a lot of up and down, but Waynesboro Valley, you could see it right there. Beautiful views. Side trail time. Wow, a downhill side trail, but that means I'll have to come uphill on the way back to the trail. But this is supposed to have some nice views over top the ledges of the Waynesboro Valley. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, some really nice views here. There's the mountains with the shadows from the clouds. And over here we come into the flat area of the Waynesboro Valley. Absolutely stunning. I love looking down at all the little, you can see a church out there, a couple farms, some homes, businesses way in the background, or way in the distance I should say. All the different greens of the trees. And then I love it when it shadows from the clouds hit the mountains and just gives so much depth to it. Absolutely beautiful. Here's another great view off some cliffs. Remember that one time that I said it wasn't going to rain today? I and the weatherman was wrong. Okay, I might have spoke a little too early. That was just a couple sprinkles. Lasted for about a minute and then it stopped. I thought because of all this gray, like right above me. As you can see, there's blue over there. I just spun that pretty quick. Hope I didn't make anybody dizzy. But thought the gray clouds above me was going to turn into a little bit of a rain, but just seemed to be a couple sprinkles for, like I said, a minute or so, and now nothing. So hopefully it stays that way. I don't want to put a rain jacket on or anything. I don't think I really have to worry. Even if it does rain, I don't think it's going to last very long based on the clouds in the sky. And then starting tomorrow for like the next 5 days, there's not supposed to be any rain in the forecast. So hopefully that holds out and stays true. Obviously it has to rain at some point. You got to rain for the grass and the crops and the spring and the, you know, bringing in all the beauty that spring has to offer. It needs the rain to do that. But for now, I'm enjoying the dry air for sure. So see what happens. But if it rains today, continuing on, at least until I get to the shelter where I'm planning on staying tonight. Rather stay in my tent at the shelter, but I might have to sleep in the shelter if it's raining by the time I get there or whatnot. But ooh, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a spot back there that's like super green, almost like a minty fluorescent green. But beautiful views today so far. Climbing Humpback right now. We're getting ready to here soon. Then most of my elevation will be done for the day. So be descending and flat for the most part after that. And Shenandoah tomorrow. So see what happens, see how far I get today, and see what the weather brings. Gonna keep on rocking no matter what. The sun has come back out. It's a little humid, like a steam room right now, nice and warm. And doing the incline going up Humpback here. And it's actually a pretty good climb. A little workout. A little bit steep, nothing too bad. But these big steps on the rocks definitely make you feel like you're doing more than what you are as far as energy wise. So that definitely gets you sweating pretty good. But it feels really good getting those toxins out. You know, all the junk food I ate in town yesterday. But yeah, feels really good. Only about 500 or 600 feet more to go to get to the summit of Humpback. I think there's some really good views before I get up there, and some really good views coming down from there, I know. So looking forward to seeing all that. But for now, just going to continue on climbing up Humpback Mountain. Here's a cool little view on an outcropping. That's Priest in the way background, the Priest, I should say. And then this mountain here in front is Wintergreen Ski Resort. Obviously no snow there right now. Some really expensive homes on that mountainside. Wow. Pretty view though. All right, I'm standing on the summit of Humpback Mountain. About 75% of a 360 view is covered by trees. Some nice wildflowers growing around this cliff or ledge here at the summit. But there is a small section here behind me now where you can see into the valley, and you can see the mountains in the distance with the nice shadows and shade coming from the clouds. Really nice view here on Humpback Mountain. And Humpback Mountain is in the bag. On the descent from Humpback Mountain, they have this wall of stone rocks. I'm not really sure why. It goes right along the trail. The trail is still rocky. It is not smooth. Right now, it is as smooth as it's been for a couple miles. It's not hard or, you know, scrambly or technical or anything like that. Just kind of painful on the feet after 10 miles or so of rocks. No big deal. Gonna have a lot more than this in Pennsylvania, I know that, and other places too, up in New England. Definitely had a lot more than this so far on this trail, even in the south. So not complaining, just giving a play-by-play. I'm not really sure why they have this wall here, though. It's not like there's a drop-off or anything over there to, like, protect people or keep them safe. I don't know. It's weird. Been looking to see if there's a sign showing why. Definitely looks like it would have taken some time to do it. It looks cool walking by that wall, but don't really know why it's there. All right, continuing on the descent from Humpback Mountain. Still descending Humpback Mountain. It's just a lot of switchbacks, nothing treacherous or steep or anything like that. Just taking my time. Gonna be setting up camp here in about 3 or 4 miles. But I did want to throw out a reminder to everybody. Seen a lady up top, soon after top, coming down that the paramedics and emergency personnel was with. Looks like she rolled an ankle or a broken ankle or something. They had her up on a rock and all bandaged up on the ankle. They were all just sitting there, and I wasn't really sure why, and probably went down a half a mile or a mile or so, and there were 4 paramedics bringing up a stretcher on a wheel, and man, they were bright red, pouring sweat. A lot of work to go up there and get this lady, so thankful to them that they're there, all of the emergency personnel, that they're there to help. That's awesome. Just keep in mind when you're out here, be careful. Accidents are going to happen, but especially when you're on rocks, it can be very easy to roll and break an ankle, twist an ankle, hurt a leg, or anything like that, so keep that in mind. So soon after I recorded that little clip there were 4 more emergency people just hanging out on the trail as I'm still going down, and I was talking to them, asking them if they're waiting on the others or if they're able to be in contact, and told them, you know, the set of 4 was going up, and they were still probably a half a mile or a mile from where the lady was. And they said, yeah, we just got that info. And I said, are you guys with them, or what's going on? And they said that they were there to relieve them. So I've always wondered how this works if it's not a helicopter, because obviously, you know, you're going up a mountain and something like that happens. I mean, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for me with just a backpack on, let alone carrying a full body. And even if you have 2 or 3 guys or 4 guys helping out, that's a lot of weight, a lot of work, especially on a warm day. So apparently those other guys go up and they get her, and then the other 4 probably come down too, and they probably help out a little bit. And then these 4 guys sit down here, which is about a couple miles down, to relieve those guys. So at least they work together as a team. But yeah, I was talking to the one, and I said, man, I seen a big wheel on that, like, stretcher, but those guys were like borderline heat exhaustion. They were so hot. And I mean, I don't know if they were really heat exhaustion. They were just pouring sweat and bright red. It's just, they were suffering getting that thing up a hill. So it's good that they work together, but man, our emergency people, thank God for them in situations like that where somebody has a slip or a fall and hurts himself up there. Thank God they were able to get up there, and thank God that that lady had other people around probably that was able to get a hold of emergency services. And I just hope she's okay, and I hope she heals up good. And I see something like that, and it's always a reminder, nothing's ever really that important to rush to. We always got to take our time and be safe. Safety first, adventure conquer, but be safe. Where are you going, buddy? You're not going north or south. You're going east right now. You're not going to get anywhere important. All right, well. Taking another side trail here. It's called Glass Hollow Overlook, I believe is what it was called. It's supposed to be a really nice overlook into the distance and the valleys and the mountains. Maybe even Shenandoah. I'm not really sure, but we're going to find out when we get there.